What?
Cross towards the creature, and I'm gonna pull out Flame Tongue, or not Flame Tongue. Ignatius! As I do, I call out its command word and strike it as hard as I can. As hard as I can? As hard as I can. Getting a 29 to hit.
A 29, that is a hit.
Not really great on the damage, only 2 fire damage and 13 regular damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna swing at it again.
Skal vi se, hjemover.
Getting a 22. Also a hit for 11 regular and 9 fire.
Okay.
Woo.
You carve into this creature, and as you slash into its body, the wounds open
Leonard,
up.
ja. Har du blitt lærling ennå? Jeg så koffert. Han hadde fått en koffert som stod på kontoret til Erik. Ja, den, ja.
Green.
Guys, they're made of buckets. What do they used to?
What are they made of? The buckets.
Are the pentadrones. The pentadrones spur into action.
Vi må nesten dra 1:30 i morgen, da, hvis vi skal være i Oslo 2:30.
Leap up in the air, spinning like a top, and one crashes up onto the platform beside Sebastian and Veo.
Splitta neglene, sånn jeg merker det. Oh.
And it spins all of its arms around, and it smashes into Veo twice and Sebastian 3 times with its arms.
Uh-oh.
So Veo, I get a 23 and a 9 against you.
1.
And Sebastian, I get a 23, a 9, and a 22 to hit you.
2 hit.
1.
Okay, so Sebastian, you take a total of 10
Har
points of
kontrakt,
damage.
men har ikke signert den. Da skal jeg gjøre det første arbeidsdag, 26. Ok.
As it rears back,
Har du
and
fri
it
helt til
spins
26.
around with
Fy
its
faen,
petal,
han
like
skremmer jeg
metal
skolegreier.
tips that compose the flower like of its petal. Each of the
Savner
eyeballs that look at
skoleferiene.
you disapprovingly and cry out 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 as it smacks into you. One of the other pentadrone smashes into the slot several times.
Får den
Actually
fiber,
scoring
ja.
a critical hit against it.
Fiber til folket.
And fights back against the slot, dealing some damage to it. And the final pentadrone, it rushes around over toward, it runs around the side of the area, jumping across the, no, not that one, the far one, and it runs up to Pluto at the other slot. Yep. And it makes 3 of its attacks on Pluto, scoring a critical hit, which you're immune to, and 2 misses. And then it attacks and hits the slot once as well. So Pluto, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jeg slapp unna rush i Moss i hvert fall. Det er ikke så mange biler her nå.
Sebastian, it is your turn. As you focus your energies
I går dro vi vel ikke før
you sense that
3.
you might be
Ah, no,
able to,
3 nå.
while you're doing this though, you might be able to draw your staff of power.
Det er kanskje bare at vi er litt tidlig.
To cast staff power spells.
Yes. However, if you
Nei, det var
do
kanskje
so,
senere enn 3 I går, var det ikke da?
that would be
Sånn kvart over, kanskje? Ja.
or you could refocus your energy back into it. So,
Veien her var stappfull av
if
biler.
you want, you can cast give up one of your own spell slots. And this will give you advantage on the check to control the staff, to control the nexus at the end of the round. If you want to cast a spell from the Staff of Power, you can do so, but if you do so, I will raise the difficulty class by 5 that you must make on the Arcana check to
So just cast a spell and continue holding the staff.
Yes.
Okay, I will keep all of that in mind. So I keep one hand on the staff and I rifle through my bag and I pull out one of my scrolls and I spin it out and I hold it and I start chanting the words on it, turning around.
Zap. You're gonna do Cone of Cold.
Dans kastebjørn.
And
I'm gonna do Cone of Cold hitting 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually,
can you do that in such a way that you don't hit all your friends?
yeah, that doesn't.
Neo's under that template. Or is she? Okay, looks good. So 5 of them have to make saves against Cone of Cold. The first 2, the Pentadrone and the Duodrone, both fail, and the 3 Monodrones. One of the Monodrones makes the saving throw.
Alright, so that is 8d8.
Yeah.
There's 2.
I have 2. So you pull out the scroll and you cast Cone of Cold from the scroll. Okay.
And I'm going to use. Can I use? Yeah, I can use.
Yep, you can use sorcery points on scroll.
Sorcery point to reroll 3 of those. Cool. Oh, one of them got there. Alright, math time.
Okay, the Modrons are frozen solid and shatter into pieces.
Oh, I think one of those saves.
Oh wow, you did quite the number there.
They shatter into pieces and are destroyed by the mighty Cone of Cold. Anything else, Sebastian?
I throw aside the used up scroll and I put both hands back on the staff and continue focusing on controlling it.
The Quadrones fluttering in the air take back their bows, and each of them gets to make 4 short bow attacks. Whoa. And so all of you get shot 4 times. Sebastian, I get a 13. I'll start with Veo actually. Veo, I get a 13 and an 8.
Nope.
And wow, a 6 and an 11.
Nope.
Sebastian, I get a 19 and a 8, and an 18 and a 9.
Yeah, 2 hit.
For a total of 11 points. 14 points of piercing damage.
What's happening?
And Pluto, I get a natural 1 and a 7, and a 14 and a 19.
They just all bounce off.
Okay.
Some of them like land in the shield that I'm not even paying attention to.
Okay. Veo, you are up.
Alright, I take a step towards Sebastian. I aim my bow for 3 shots of my longbow at the big blue ugly guy.
Alrighty.
Alright, let's see this. 22?
That is a hit.
Good one. $42.
42.
There we go.
Okay, that is
Good sneak
now
attack.
we're on the board. Okay.
And
Yeah, that leaves
Right,
the
ambush
slot.
her.
So as the arrow pierces through the slot and comes out of its back, a flutter of balloons accompany the arrow as it goes out the other side and it floats away.
oh, that's so nice.
And then all the balloons pop.
For now. Pop, pop, pop. Second shot.
Weird.
14?
That is a miss. It deflect. As the arrow goes through, the slot, a hole appears in the slot, and the arrow just goes straight through it.
And then 23
That is a hit.
There it is.
for 25 damage.
The arrow strikes into the slot, and as it does so, the arrow smashes apart and forms several mathematical formulas before disintegrating.
Oh, wow. And then I put my hand on Sebastian.
Okay.
I'm here for you. I ain't running away this time.
All right. The remaining Modrons. I just have one. Remaining Modron.
And there's one way over there.
Okay. The two of them fly. One towards Sebastian. One towards Veo. And the monodrones each. They try to smash you with their spindly little hands.
Alright, hiss at it.
Getting a 20 against Veo and a 16 against Sebastian.
I cast shield. Wait. I might not be able to. Yeah, I don't cast shield.
Okay, Sebastian, you take 2 points of piercing damage, and Veo, you take 4 points of piercing damage. As they punch you with their little spindly fingers.
Oh, they're really trying.
Yeah,
And they go 0, 0, 0, 0.
And I'm trying to use like my tail to like swat it away. I'm like, no,
Okay.
ow.
It is the end of the round. How many of you are touching the staff?
2 of us.
Okay, so a surge of arcane energy flies through the chamber and channels through the broken staff. The two of you are holding it along with Modera. There are now, Sebastian.
Yeah.
You can make an Arcana check. Or, use your spellcasting ability modifier, because this is actually your raw spellcasting.
Can I keep that roll? Because that was a 20.
That was a 20.
That was, okay.
That was a 20. But then you
I was
said,
like, no.
hold on a second.
Okay, well, it was a 20, okay.
It was.
Okay,
Because that was awesome.
okay. So,
I was like, no,
you
it's okay.
drive in the Staff of Power and focus all of your arcane power into it, and there's a smash of energy, and since you've rolled a natural 20,
Yeah.
you may choose one of 3 bonus options.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Bonus round.
Okay,
Ooh.
first of all, you may choose, you can feel in this moment that there are more rifts of arcane energy about to open up, and you feel the connection to at least 6 different planes coming in your mind. If you wish, I will tell you those 6 different planes, and you may choose which plane a rift opens to and creatures will spill out from.
Oh, this is how the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man gets great.
Or you may choose for this round to negate all the damage that you will all suffer from the bolt. Or you may now, for free, cast a spell from the Staff of Power.
Oh man. Okay, if I choose to negate, does then a random portal's gonna
A
open?
random portal is going to open.
Where's my spell list? The Staff of Power.
Yeah, I was looking at
Do you
it.
get to choose which spell, or is it random spell?
I am going to.
I don't mind keeping it.
Glove of Invulnerability. What does that do?
Makes you, it blocks all spells of 6th level and lower.
Oh. I'm going to take this opportunity to cast a spell for free from the staff.
Okay.
And it's going to be another Cone of Cold.
Hey.
Nice.
It's going to be this way.
Alrighty.
So I think this guy escapes,
Okay.
but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of these guys.
Alrighty. So the slot
Yeah.
gets a 12, which fails. The Pentadrone succeeds with a 19. The two flying ones, one gets a crit and succeeds, the other fails. And the Duodrones, one succeeds. So half of all the Modrons succeeded, and the Slod failed.
$31.
31 damage. So that destroys one of the flying ones and one of the Duodrones. So one of the Quadrones and one of the Duodrones are destroyed. Does 31 damage to the Slod. And it does damage to and the other ones are multiplied by that.
Awesome.
Yep. Wow. Nice. Okay. It is the end of the round, and you have.
How much damage do I
All right.
read?
Oh, you guys are so good.
A total of
I'm your
10.
true best friend.
A total of 10d6 psychic damage is dealt this round.
Okay.
How many dice would you each like to take? And you can and you can also say take some to Modera. Yeah, and all of you have to take at least 2 each, but you can take more if you want to.
She takes 2, you take 2.
You take 6.
I'll take 6.
Okay.
Because that'll be like 3.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Vale, you take 10 points of psychic damage. Modera takes 10. And Sebastian, you take 25 points of psychic damage.
Halved.
Okay, by the potion of invulnerability.
That was a good drink.
Okay. Top of the round, and rifts open up. Which of you would like to roll a d6 to determine where rifts open up from? 5. 5. A rift from the elemental chaos rifts open. Roll a d4 and let's find out what kind of elemental comes through.
You do it, Vale.
We have an elemental. Oh, a D4?
Earth, water, fire, air.
1.
An earth elemental steps through.
Ooh.
This is fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. We're fine.
Oh, right there.
Right there?
Right there.
Ah.
Good time. We're fine. We killed Oscar before. This is an elemental.
Alrighty. An earth elemental reaches up from the portals, and it will be acting at the end of the round. The Slotty. The Slod attacks viciously into Pluto, making 2 attacks with its claws, and 1 with its bite. It gets a 26 and a 14 to hit with its claws,
26 hits.
and an 11 to hit with its bite.
Yeah.
Okay, the claw deals 10 points of slashing damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh no.
Hold him up.
I
Well,
got a
like,
15.
That is a success. Woo. Okay, the other Slod smashes apart the Pentadrone with its
Deutschland.
first claw
Ja.
attack and its bite, and then it
From
leaps up
Tyskland.
onto the then it rushes forward towards the other Duodrone and smashes it apart. So the one on the ground, to the Duodrone, it destroys one.
Okay, so it's running around killing everything. Okay, fine. That's fine.
And you take the first hit.
Can I use this opportunity to repost his 14?
Yes,
I get a 26 to hit
that is a hit.
for 14 damage of regular damage and 10 fire.
Okay. With that riposte, he is cleft in twain.
Yes!
And collapses into a shower of musical instruments.
My brain can't comprehend everything that's happening, so I just have
The
to
musical instruments then all grow legs and eyes and run away before exploding into fireworks.
I scream a very manly Caspian battle cry.
Okay, so Pluto, you're up.
And then I turn around and I jump back over the acid or the octarine. I'll take the opportunity attack. Okay, it's one.
He gets an 18 to hit.
Miss. It deflects off my shield as I haphazardly jump back over, and then I run through my friends and I run directly at the earth elemental. So I'm just
Okay.
running back and forth. And I yell, Ignatius! And I'm gonna use 20 to hit, sorry.
That is a
9
hit.
plus 11, 20. For 17 regular damage and 6 fire damage.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna hit him again. And I'm gonna hit him again. And I just start wailing on this. Oh, and I miss dramatically. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to try to shove him back away because I'm super strong at a 25.
Okay. The pentadrome, only one remains, and it bends down like bends over to open up all of its petals, and all the mounds of the petals exhale a spray of pollen and gas. And all of you need to make Constitution saving throws.
Against poison?
It is not poison. It is a
Bare stopper og hente litt
paralysis
kaffe, altså.
Constitution save?
Yeah.
4.
24.
Vale, you are paralyzed for 1 minute.
Uh-oh.
2 of you are not. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turn, but Vale, you fall paralyzed on the ground.
Oh.
Sebastian, it is your turn.
Alright.
You just see Vale freeze and like kick out your foot and touch her.
Yeah, keep contact with
I
me.
keep contact with Vale.
Oh.
I like look back and she's frozen, and I just like grab her and move her into a point where I can like hold on to her tail. And okay, I'm going to once again rifle through my bag and pull out the fire elemental gem. And I huck it at the earth elemental.
It smashes on the earth elemental, and a massive fire elemental appears, and it can go on your turn.
Alright. And then with that,
Circle kebab.
I'm also going to.
Circle kebab, det står jo der. Ja.
Ah.
Da har jeg parkeringsplass.
Can I quicken a scroll or only one of my own spells?
Only one of your own spells.
Okay.
Because you're still using an item.
You said I could also use one of my spell slots to. Was there something about like supercharging the?
Ja, som jeg får svart nå. Jo mer vi nærmer oss Norge, jo mer ustabil, eller Oslo, jo mer ustabil blir været.
Spell and use a crystal card. Gain advantage on the next roll for control.
And then my fire elemental will attack.
The earth elemental.
Yeah.
Yes,
Alright.
elemental combat in like the place of dreams where people are instruments and fireworks
And buckets.
and balloons.
I got a 20,
That is a hit.
and I do 8 damage. Oh, 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay.
And my second attack. Well,
Oi, ja. Det er lenge siden. Tusen takk.
Where the two touch, create a smaller magma elemental. That's how magma elementals work. Oh wow! Yeah, you know, when an earth elemental and a fire elemental get really mad at each other. Okay, we now.
Åh, nå, salt. Ja.
The quadrone, of which two of them still
Det
survive.
så jo på den. Salt.
So they are going to shoot at Sebastian and Pluto. Hello. Sebastian, I get a critical hit against you,
okay.
and I get a 14 and a 17 and 7.
The 7 misses. The rest all hit.
So the regular hits deal a total of 13 damage, and then the critical hit does another 10. And then
Kjøring er da nådeløs,
you
altså.
get shot. Here we go.
You
For
folk
a
faen i om
18
det,
and a
hvor det kommer fra.
17 so far, and 20 and 14, 25 for 6 points of piercing damage as they flutter around shooting 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. They mad. When at each time they hit, they go 1. And now we go to Vea. You're paralyzed, Vea. Make another Constitution save to try and shake out.
6.
Not remain paralyzed.
I'm just watching, like, seriously, just keep hold of me. I will help.
You can grab me instead if you want, because I'm like right there.
Okay, if you want to join in, join in.
I just figured like
Share the load.
I'm never free.
I have one other Morgon remaining, so that is the end of the round. Sebastian, the arcane energy crackles outward. Make your Arcana check.
With advantage. 21.
That is a success. You managed to channel the energy for this round, and there's a backlash of vicious power that crackles through the entire tower. How would you like to divvy up the damage this round?
Who's all touching me? Van's touching me. Pluto,
You're touching.
I didn't actually
saving throw, please.
It really wants to do the thing to me. I get a 12.
Blood vein starting to blue where it clawed into your flesh.
Please be poison. Please be poison. Please be poison. I'm trying not to think about it. I'm gonna sentinel attack the thing. Okay. Fail. I'm trying to is now part of me. I get a 23 to hit for 12 damage. 17 regular and 11 fire. And I'm gonna use one of my superiors. And
I have to say it every time.
he's got a thing in him. He doesn't know what's happening. And I'm gonna use a trip attack on the beast.
On the big guy.
Yeah, DC 17 strength.
He gets a 22.
He's really strong. But he still takes an extra 2 damage. So there's that going for him, which is good. Alrighty. So there's nothing in the arm now. And did I
You are now infected. And while infected, you cannot regain your wounds.
That's not great. Okay.
Was that your sentinel attack?
Yeah.
So it is your turn.
I'm gonna assume that it's just like the buckets, and it's just part of the world that we're living in now. It's just this one. I'm just gonna keep swinging. Ignatius! 28 to hit.
That is a hit against the slot or the armor.
The slot. Okay. I'm gonna keep killing the thing that's invading my body. For 12 regular and 10 fire.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do another superiority dice because strength save DC 17.
I get a 15.
And then he's gonna take another 6 damage.
Okay.
Is he dead?
No.
And I'm gonna finish him. So I'm gonna hit him on the ground.
So you knock him prone.
Knock him prone. And then I get a 27 to hit
That is a hit.
for 15 regular and 7 fire.
He is destroyed as you cleave him in twain. He bursts into what appear to be various different painterly renderings of his own death in various artistic styles, including cubism, impressionism, futurism, and surrealism.
The most colorful battle I've ever seen.
I'm trying to take it in because I like new experiences, but also my friends are dying. So
And you're infected.
and I'm infected with some kind of like tail thing. I'm gonna action surge. Okay. I'm gonna run to Veo. Veo, what ointment is it?
Oh, I was gonna use that on you.
Does it solve paralyzation? One left.
It poison and it cures any disease.
So it's not responsible.
And I'm gonna run back over. Okay.
It does cure disease.
I can use it on yourself.
We'll worry about that later.
Okay, so your action surge, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna run back over to the. I'm gonna just turn back around to the Earth Elemental and start swinging because it's gotta die.
Pick up the jar and read the instructions. No.
Oh, I'll need this later.
That's for later times. For now, we gotta deal with this. 29 to hit
29 to hit the Earth Elemental, that is a hit.
for 11 regular, 6 fire.
Okay,
I'm gonna do distracting strike on it this time,
okay.
and he takes another 5 damage, and then the next attack, hopefully by your fellow elemental, has advantage, and then I'm gonna do a 17 to hit
That's a hit.
for 13 regular and 4 fire, and I'm just hammering at
That
this
does
thing.
leave the Earth Elemental
Muddied.
muddied. Yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna bonus action try to shove him back.
Okay.
19 plus a 9.
Okay, you shove him.
And then, so I'm going to shove him backwards. So he's still in base with the fire elemental, but away
Okay.
from us.
Okay.
And then I want to turn around and place my infected arm
On the staff?
against
Sounds good.
Sebastian.
The pentadrone
It's contagious.
leaps forward onto the platform and smashes into all of you. It is going to smash into all of you once, and it's going to smash into Pluto twice, 3 times. So it makes 3 attacks against Pluto, getting yeah, it just does like this windmill thing as it as you slather the ointment, it starts going up your arm. You kind of slather it to cover it, and then eventually it comes out your nose and starts getting away like a slug, and then it bubbles up and over and turns and bubbles up, and then it sprouts a rose, which then opens up and a bunch of bees fly out, and then the bees start weaving a basket, which then disintegrates and the bees disappear.
I hate this place.
That was in me. That was in me for a minute. And everybody knows that I feel really. I just want to lay down for a bit.
I put my hand and I was like, by the way, we control the Nexus. Secondly.
The Nexus is secured.
As Modera looks towards you, and she says, before I go, if you are indeed Lanathiotide's son, I will give you this as well as gift. And as her spirit fades, she is drawn into the Staff of Power, and the ectoplasm seals across the broken parts of the Staff of Power and holds it back in place together. The Staff of Power is intact. However, because it is broken, until it is fully repaired, anytime you use any of its charges, or use any spells from it, it causes a wild magic search.
So a bonus.
So it's a better Staff of Power.
It's fine.
You just have to high roll every time and everything's gonna be fine.
Oh man. Do I replace my wand of thorns?
The menu goes quiet.
Can we like have a nap up here? How many healing potions do you guys have?
I have a lot actually. We found a bunch in Oscar's thing. That's a lot.
I want yours.
Yeah. I'm back down to.
Grander's 20, right? Grander's 20.
Yeah, I can give you each a greater.
That'd be great. And how much did the ointment give me? Oh wow. Thank you. That was a good call on the ointment. Yeah, thank you.
Anytime. I got you guys' backs.
Something.
Except for when I get paralyzed and falls to the ground.
I really thought I could try to save you.
No, it's fine. You tried. It's good.
I tried to keep
got
things
there
from hitting you, but
eventually.
everything kept hitting you, and I feel really responsible.
It's like a nightmare. And you're just like can't move and things are like hitting you, and shooting at you and poking you. Yeah, never want to go through that dream again.
Eldrick, are you there?
I'm here.
The Nexus is secured.
You did it.
Yes.
Astronaut's very, very good in his magic. You should give him more rings.
Yeah, he needs like 9 more rings.
I need at least 15 rings.
kind of a 20 ring wizard.
I have
I
many.
don't know how you did it, but it was remarkable. Well done, right?
Thank you.
It's just imagine.
I still have to make my way to the basement and we gotta secure that. And then you guys can probably tell me. But the Nexus is secure. focused on the power, and I put it onto the Nexus one more time, and I do my best to focus my consciousness.
It is much like touching the orb. You feel yourself drawn up through the world and through the tower.
Oh god, here we go again!
And for a moment you and you become aware of everything in the tower. So it's like the whole tower and its entire layout, which extends impossibly in all directions, is where you are aware of it. And the several things come to your mind as you do so. The ideas like defense, control, expand, contemplate, look, see, these concepts that you could tap into. But as you get close to them, you feel the limits of your own power almost prevent you from fully grasping what the tower is capable of doing. As if, basically, the best way to describe it is, it's like you're trying to lift a weight that is too heavy for you. But the thing that you can tap into is you see where the teleportation chambers are at the bottom, and your consciousness can kind of flood towards that, and there's this notion of releasing what the way that it is set to open it back up to be received again. Do you want to do that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I focus all of my energies on releasing them. That's right.
And your mind jumps back to the staff.
I think I did it. I saw through time and space, traveled multi-dimensional rifts, saw beyond life itself, and I think you guys can come visit.
Alright. Meet us downstairs.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
No way.
no, just go down.
Guys,
There's.
do you wanna have a fun way down?
We jump down the elevator shaft.
Yeah. Is it elevator shaft or do you wanna go inside?
The elevator shaft goes right down to the basement.
Straight down. Alright.
I flew down there one time, so
Don't we go through the mail stream?
if you take the same elevator shaft I threw down
it does so, it's very clearly like struggling to lock onto its position, as if it's winking in and out, and still the disruption of the haze is making it difficult for that to do so. As you look down as well, you can see these scrambled remains of what looks like a previous group of Amethyst Academy mages that tried to teleport here years ago in the middle of the teleportation chamber. What do you want to do?
Can I like try to use the staff of power to focus and help them through?
Make an Arcana check.
23.
You use it to guide the portal open, and before you appear Eldrick, River, and 6 other rogue mages of the Amethyst Academy.
And after they come through, I kind of slump over onto the staff. Pretty drained and exhausted. Good to see you guys.
You've done very well, says Eldrick. Very, very well. I could not have above and beyond. Do you know if the rest of the tower is safe?
It's as safe as I can tell. We got rid of a lot of undead. Oscar Yorn and the other mages. We've secured the Nexus. We've been through pretty much every floor of this place. Other than the weird traps and hazards of the tower itself, I think it's safe to say that it's relatively secure. I do have a favor to ask, Eldrick.
Yes, indeed.
This staff has helped out a lot with this tower. I think it could help out further. You asked for it. I'm willing to give it to you. If you think I could borrow it for a while.
Eldrick looks at the others. We will have to deliberate on that. I am sorry to say. You have done well, but let me introduce you to the others. He gestures you to the other mages that are about the chamber here. And for another 6 of them, they're all clad in the robes of the Amethyst Academy. And one of them holds a staff of similar construction to the Staff of Power. In fact, it may very well be another Staff of Power itself. And he introduces the group of you to them, and I just have to get my list of all the names.
I'm sure we negotiate our salary from this. We did a good job.
Maybe we should get some extra hazard pay because my mind is broken.
If you can make Amethyst Academy robes in a coat-like fashion,
Those are some of our requests.
black and purple.
He says, he introduces you to them one by one, and said at first to a platinum-haired elven woman, and and he introduces her. This is Messiah Netherwind, Master of Evocation. This points to a small gnomish woman, and he says, "This is Grand
my face and hold out my like blood-soaked hand. And I'm like, pleasure to meet you all. Sorry, I've been through a little bit of a battle or two.
Noodles speaks up and says, "Don't worry about it. It's okay that you laugh at my name. I love Noodles.
Me too.
Simply put, we're all quite concerned about the situation here, but we've got a lot of work to do. Do you need medical attention? Do you need to rest?"
Absolutely.
Yes.
All of the above.
We're kind of hungry too.
I could take a good
Hero's
24
feast.
hours.
Will you treat us to?
Well, I think that they've earned their reward. The others nod in agreement.
Heroes.
And
Unlimited heroes feast.
let's bag of heroes.
That's what Veo wants.
Is that a thing?
It's a bowl of heroes. So you just every time you scoop into the bowl, there's just something to eat.
And Eldrick says, "Let's go up to the main plaza. We don't know how safe it will be here for the time being, but
It's
It's
pretty
okay,
safe.
I know the way.
It's pretty safe on the second floor.
Yeah, we know our way around. This is the lobby.
Eldrick says he produces a scroll from his pack and says, "We brought this because we knew you would need it. We don't know what the state of the accommodations here will be." So he unfurls the scroll and reads from it, and a doorway appears in front of him. And he says, "Take the rest of the day off." As he opens the doorway, and the most magnificent mansion you have ever imagined is on the other side.
Oh, so fancy.
Is there food?
There's a lot of food.
Oh, I immediately go towards the kitchen. Dining room, wherever it is.
Thanks, we'll see you in a bit. And I just stroll in and I immediately like grab a bottle of wine, pour it into a goblet, and wander off to a bathroom somewhere. I find the most luxurious bathtub I can. I put on some soothing music and I sit.
I'm just stuffing my face.
I'll join Veo for food. It's time. It's nice to just sit.
As you step away, Eldrick says, "Sebastian, staff."
In a towel, I come back out. And I'm like, I guess you don't want me taking this in the bathtub.
The rift was unstable when we teleported in, and while you rest, we're going to bring in some more supplies.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Da ses vi i morgen.
Could be useful in our fight for Drakenheim,
Indeed.
whether in your hands or another.
Da var det å lykke til videre med kjøkkenet.
Rest up.
Takk.
We've got
Hello?
plenty to talk about tomorrow.
Absolutely. Thank you. I trust you, Wand. And I'm like, well, Wandy, it's just you and me.
Sure.
Inside, the accoutrements of the mansion inside are posh, stylish, comfortable. There is a spa where you receive massages with unseen servants, that you are served dinner, and breakfast, second breakfast, amenities, brunch,
I eat them all.
lunch, second lunch, supper, dinner. And the food is immaculate. It seems like everything that you could have imagined wanting eating is just brought before you.
Are there,
Beds
are
are
there
soft.
bathrobes?
The bathrooms have your names on them.
I don't want to wear this garbage clothes
Yeah, I'm
anymore.
wearing the
I'm in a
bathrobe now.
Oh, my clothes aren't garbage. They're just a bit.
Put this bathrobe on.
There
No.
are wine and
Fit in.
drinks of all things that you can imagine.
Every meal I ask for your bag of holding, and I'm like, can I just.
Doesn't work, Veo.
Why?
It'll disappear when we leave.
She
Oh,
has to
is it
try.
that how the.
Let her try.
I want to try.
You can also eat as much as you want. You don't have to worry about the calories when you're in a magnificent mansion.
Yay!
I'm gonna eat this whole cake. It's like the size of a wedding
It's like
cake.
before you eat it, I smoosh your face into it.
I don't even care. We start having a food fight.
Don't waste the food. Throw it in my mouth.
You have successfully recaptured the tower of the Amethyst Academy. You all level up.
Ah!
Ah!
Correct.
Oh man.
Ooh, what do I get?
I don't even
We're
know.
long
I'm gonna have to
resting
look
this,
it up.
right? I'm
Wow.
taking a
And
long
we're taking a
rest.
long rest. Oh, thank goodness. Long rest, thank you. I feel so much better.
Oh man, now I'm like equal rogue and ranger. What does that mean?
Nope. That doesn't work.
A
Ranger and rogue in equal measure. Do you guys know what you're going to take for level 10?
I haven't really thought
What
about
do each of you gain when you level up?
I get uncanny dodge.
You're going to use that a lot.
I
Yep.
get a new meta magic.
Ooh, what's it going to be? It's going to be. Is it going to be? If I had to guess, I'd say you're torn between subtle spell and twin spell.
Absolutely torn between those two. I have to decide in this moment if I'm going combat ready or infiltration ready.
Well, you got a week to think about that.
I do.
What do you gain?
Some new maneuvers, as well as my superiority dice are now at D10.
Do fighters get a new ability score increase or feat at level 10, or does that not happen again until level 14?
Ooh, good question.
I think.
At 12.
Okay, yeah. So you get some new maneuvers, though.
Yeah, and I can always switch some out too. I think one per level.
Ooh.
Or one per,
So you got some thinking to do
I have
there
some- I have
to
some
decide on
options.
some new moves. Do you get
Yeah.
new spells?
Just check to see. I don't think so. Maybe I'm using the last one.
If I do, I'll let you know.
Very very freaky.
Yeah, I don't think you learn a new spell at level 5 as an arcane trickster. No, I don't think you get anything new.
I get a 6th cantrip.
I think it takes a couple.
You get a 6th cantrip?
It says here I get a 6th cantrip and another spell.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, with that, I think you all have lots of thinking and decisions to make about how you're going to level up. What is the next step?
What was after the...
Are we just? Can we have like
No,
our sit around
we-
the fireplace, like all in our bathrobes, like drinking?
Yeah,
And we're just like kind of pondering the next move.
I've like taken the
The
sleeves
unseen
off.
servants bring you some cocktails.
Jupiter
Yeah.
Jones is supposed to meet us back at the Hooded Lanterns camp.
And I have to send a message to Eric. I still haven't done that yet.
I think the next thing we need to do is start to establish our army of Drakenheim, which is going to be the Amethyst Academy, Caspia, if we can get Jupiter Jones, you, and any of the men that you guys have at your disposal. Your father, who is a witch cross, can bring.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. Your other father. Your
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, he's my father's partner a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Just my initial.
Okay. Well, Eric.
Eric.
Yeah, we're gonna bring Eric.
We're gonna bring Eric, and maybe he can bring some people too to Drakenheim, and we can all converge under the Hooded Lanterns banner.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a reasonable way to start building our Drakenheim?
Yes.
That's an idea.
That's our strike force.
And then
Jack
we
Bears.
go for the Queen of Thieves.
Dragon force at the highest level. We do have to deal with her.
We're gonna sit down and we're gonna chat for a while, but that's kind of the gist of the idea on where we plan to direct our movements next.
So assemble a coalition, take on the Queen of Thieves.
Because with her in the picture, then it's just
And what are your are there anything personal for each of your characters that you want to try? You have amassed more than any different allies have come and gone. Some enemies now have been slain, the big ones. It's at a turning point now. And what
says that, and we both like. It's gonna join us like that.
Don't need people.
The hands are changing you again.
No, they're fine. Sit hands, like tap them with my invisible beach hand. Sit.
Kind of just.
I'm teaching them.
Alrighty. Well, I think that is where we're going to wrap up for the night. Lots of big decisions to make ahead of us, but a big thank you to, as usual, to our wonderful cast, Jill, Kelly, and Joe, playing so well, and a big thank you to Kyle for running everything up there behind the scenes.
He really is Kyle.
It's Kyle.
The real life Kyle, now embodied in a hand in our game.
The number one helping hand.
So thank you, Kyle, so much, and thanks to Clayton for helping us behind the scenes, keeping us organized as well.
And big shout out to Tabletop Audio for all of our ambient music. We make some cool playlists. Check it out at tabletopaudio.com. It's all free and it's there for you.
Be sure to follow the links below to our Teespring store to check out your favorite Dungeon Dudes merch, or you can follow the link bit.ly/DungeonDudesMerch.
If you are enjoying the stream and want to help support our work, please consider checking us out on Patreon. We recently reached 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we could not have done it without the generosity and support of our patrons, which made things like this stream possible. Without their generous support, we would not have been able to even have the equipment and all the other things that we have to make this thing possible. So a massive thank you to our patrons. And if you want to help us make this show even better, please consider checking us out on Patreon at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes.
And we also have an amazing Discord community that is exclusive to our patrons, where you can chat with all of us about all the cool stuff to do with Drakenheim. They also have channels in there for character advice, DM advice. You can also talk to Monty about behind-the-scenes stuff that we are not allowed to look at, because it has to do with theories about what's coming up in Drakenheim. So, join the Discord if you are a member of our Patreon, and come hang out with us and chat. It's the best way to get in touch with us, the best way to ask questions. And I'm on there every time that I am lazy or have a day off. Just chat with people on there all the time.
There's all sorts of cool stuff that we share on there too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
It's really fun.
And of course, we do post new videos every Thursday on our YouTube channel, where we cover everything D&D, including advice for Dungeon Masters and guides for players. Once again, I do want to thank everyone who has been watching the show, especially those from the very beginning. We recently did cross that 100,000 subscriber milestone this weekend, and it is just completely mind-blowing, and I'm overwhelmed. Gratitude for everybody, and no matter how you supported us, whether that is through Patreon, which we appreciate amazingly, maybe just watching our videos, sending us comments, sending us messages, encouraging us. I'm so thankful to this amazing and incredible community for enjoying what we have been able to share with you. As I said, it is a privilege to be able to do so, and an incredible gift to be able to participate in this community in this way. So thank each and every one of you for watching and your support.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much. It's been absolutely wonderful, and I'm just so happy that I get to play D&D as often as I do with such cool people, and that people actually enjoy watching us do it. It's been such an incredible experience. So thank you all.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Thank you.
I think one of the side perks that I think about this once in a while. I was talking to a few people on our Discord the other day about how difficult it can be to make a D&D group consistent and get together, because D&D groups disintegrate, people's schedules do this, and streaming, this has been one of the most amazing things for keeping a D&D game consistent. And so the fact that people have been enjoying the show, it's like, we gotta play D&D because we got the show, and it's actually been it's been a real gift for us, because none of us are professionals. We're just doing this for fun, and for us, we've gotten to enjoy this fantastic D&D game and share it with all of you. And it's really hard to keep D&D going as you get it on, especially playing on a Tuesday night. We've been fortunate enough, and really all of you watching and help make this campaign possible, and our YouTube channel possible. So thank you once again from the bottom of my heart. that,
Be sure to join us live next Tuesday when we record the campaign live on Twitch. Check us out at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/dungeon_dudes. You can also watch the video episodes of the show on YouTube.
thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time in the Dungeons of Dragonheim.
Katoa, kesä se lähenee loppuaan. Ja mikä parasta, Piin-teemasta saa vaikka ja mitä.
Why do I have commercials? I have Spotify Premium.
Raksavälineitä ja paljon iloa vapaa-aikaan. Eli kaikkea kivaa tekijöille aina edulliseen hintaan. Eikä mustikka lähtee ostoksille. Vai pitikö tässä vielä sanoa jotain? No, siinähän se tuli.
Yeah, I have a Finnish SIM card.
Haluatko pysäköidä helpommin? Säästää aikaa ja rahaa. Valitse kotimainen pysäköintisovellus. Parkman. Helpomman pysäköinnin puolesta. Parkman. Suomalainen parkkiäppi.
Good evening and welcome to Dragonheim. This is the Dungeon Dudes weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live stream campaign. My name is Monty Martin, running the campaign as Dungeon Master.
And I'm Kelly McLaughlin, playing Sebastian Crow, the half-elf shadow sorcerer. And we're joined today by our good friends.
Jill Denitis playing Veo Senya, the Tabaxi Gloomstalker Ranger.
And Joe O'Gorman playing Pluto Jackson, the human battle master.
Thank you for joining us once again. And as of this week, Dungeons of Dragonheim has now been running for 1 year. And if you are just tuning in for the very first time, Kelly and I post new videos every Thursday on our YouTube channel where we cover everything Dungeons & Dragons, including advice for dungeon masters and guides for players. You'll also find prior episodes from this campaign available for your viewing pleasure there as well. So check it out at youtube.com/dungeondudes.
You can also join us on Tuesday nights when we record the campaign live on Twitch. Check us out from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/dungeon_dudes. You can also watch the video episodes of the show on YouTube.
And of course, the podcast audio-only version of Dragonheim is now available on Apple Podcast, Google Play, and Spotify. I think we're up to episode 11 on the podcast now. That you can, I think you can get up to 11 or 12 there, I think. Don't quote me on that one. 11.
Check it out.
So check it out. You can take Dragonheim with you everywhere, especially those earlier episodes where we were still sorting out the audio issues. Kyle has done a fantastic job remastering all of those so that you can take them with you.
Put it in your ear holes.
Yep. Jill, what else we got?
Of course, don't forget to check out our Teespring store at the links below for all of your favorite Dungeon Dude shirts, including Draken Force. Take a look there, or you can look at bit.ly/DungeonDudesMerch.
With that, let's return to the ruins.
Drakenheim is no more. Struck by a falling star, the city bathed in eldritch fire on that woeful eve. The tumultuous aftermath brought chaos, families torn asunder, and a kingdom shattered. 15 years later, monsters stalk the haunted streets of Drakenheim. Caught amidst rival factions struggling to rule the rubble, 3 unlikely partners venture forth into the crumbling city in search of riches, renown, and revenge.
Welcome back to the ruins of Drakenheim. When last we left our heroes, they had reinvigorated the nexus of the shattered tower of the Amethyst Academy, reactivating the teleportation circle and allowing the mages of the Amethyst Academy to enter the tower once more. Recuperating in a magnificent mansion after a successful mission, our heroes were pampered and spoiled. As the magnificent mansion fades around you and you stand once more in the halls of the Amethyst Academy, what do you do?
Does it just fade like without warning? Like it's been
Am I in the middle of anything?
No, the unseen servants kind of like help you check out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind
so
of
I'm not just like standing there like pouring myself some wine and suddenly the bottle and the goblet disappear.
they serve you one last breakfast and are kind of like, it's time
There's so much bacon in.
to charge your credit card now, sir. We're
So much
disappearing into
bacon in my
infinity.
bag right now.
I was told that that this was all inclusive and the
It's all inclusive, but as you step out, the bacon in your bag fades away.
Oh. Magic.
tragic magic.
You stand now in the main lobby of the Amethyst Academy Tower. That first original chamber where the fountain before the great elevators had collapsed and the tree was fallen down on this earth moat. And you can see there are two of the mages that you met yesterday that are casting spells towards it and telekinetically lifting it back up and into place and talking to each other in arcane tongues about how to get this back going again. And you can see that there are objects being carried about, ostensibly by more unseen servants that the mages have gained more control over. The are more docile now, cleaning up the rubble. And the great doors that you came in have also been changed in an interesting way. The mages have brought in a series of canvases and installed this 2 sets of doors required to get out of the tower, and you can see that they've done similar things of covering things with canvases and repairs wherever the windows were broken, and all of the walls that are, or anything that would be external to the outside world, they've kind of blocked that off. And you can actually feel that even in the 24 hours since you arrived here, the air feels cleaner and more breathable, like this is actually a habitable space in a way that it was not.
But you guys sure work fast. The place is a bit of a fixer-upper, but it's not without its charm.
Macaroni noodles, you did a good job.
As you look around, River comes down from one of the elevators and she greets you all and says, timing, I figured that your accommodations would be up around now. What do you think?
It's looking great. Is this your doing?
Well, now that we have the teleportation circle active again, we've been able to bring in a lot of other support. We're relying at this stage only on members of the Academy who are willing to volunteer to come to Drakenheim. And there's not many, but we're very grateful for all that have come so far. About almost a dozen guild mages and others are here. We have 2 archmages and Eldric that are here, and amazingly, almost 24 apprentices have volunteered as well for extra credit. We've been bringing in a few more resources, but the council is still a little bit concerned about how much to dedicate towards the tower, especially given that the Queen of Thieves still has one of our resources at large.
The bomb? You mean the bomb? Okay, cool. Same page.
Well, that sounds like it's gonna be, I pull out my list and I unfurl it. I'm like, yeah, and now that the Academy Tower is taken, retrieving the bomb back from the Queen of Thieves is actually right near the top of the list.
Glad to see we're aligned on that. I've been instructed to bring you to the seminar room. The Archmages and Eldric and a few of the other senior members would like to have a meeting with the 3 of you immediately.
Are we talking like, when you say seminar room, is it like a boring seminar-like meeting, or do you think it's going to be an exciting meeting?
I think you'll be very pleased with what they're going to be discussing.
Alright. You know, meetings sometimes, I don't know, you didn't go to Mage's School, but, you know, as a prince in Caspia, did you ever have to go to, like, meetings and then you sit for like 4 hours?
Yeah.
While they talk about, like,
A lot of noble round
put
tables.
100 gold here and blah, 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 and then you just fall asleep.
Yeah, the skirmishes in the east, and you're like, I'm bored, I'm so bored.
And then finally, when they finally say something of value, you've already passed out. It's a bad time. Why did I get kicked out of school again? Many reasons. Anyway, we'll be on our way.
Also, just to note, the list that you pulled out, the bomb was nowhere near the top. It was like flip-flop, protect the rat prince. Like, I looked over your shoulder when you had the list open. It's nowhere near the top, but we did it for that.
Are you saying this out loud in front of River?
As we walk away.
Okay, is River taking us to the seminar room, or are we just?
Yeah, she's gonna lead you there.
Then we're like
Quietly.
behind her, and Pluto's quietly just like.
I'm mocking.
It's not even near the top of the list. I'm like, it is now. We just won't show her the list.
Don't show her the list.
She brings you to the elevators, and you can see there that there are 2 of the constructs that the Academy has as guardians are there with a pair of shovels, and they're digging all the rubble out of the elevator shafts and ferrying it onto a glimmering disc of arcane force. And then they take it to the front doors, open them up, and dump it away. They're clearing out all the rubble, but the elevator that was working.
What the hell is that kind of vehicle?
She leads you into it
The
and
Germans
uses her
have so
mage
many
hand to
crazy
adjust it up
campers.
several levels to the Great Hall level, where she leads you to a smaller chamber that has been cleaned up. That is a small, well-appointed boardroom with a long desk and enough to seat probably about 20 people. There is a chalkboard in the room as well, and she directs you to take your seats, and seated at the tables there are several of the mages that you met yesterday, and in particular that at the head of the table are Eldrick, as well as two others that you can recognize by their robes and their high collars, and the fact that both of them have a staff of power. So they each have one of their own. And interestingly enough, both of them are high elves. The first is a very kind of aged-faced looking high elf man with silver hair, and he is wearing a cloak that incorporates both red and purple and gold into the cloak, and he's still standing as he holds onto the staff of power. Beside him is an elven woman with auburn hair, and she looks like you couldn't quite place her age. With elves, you can never tell whether they are 20 or 60 physically looking, because they are quite ageless in their appearance overall. Both of them, much like Eldrick, their eyes glow a solid purple, and each of them have clearly several vials of aqua delirium at their belts as well. The one, an impish-looking familiar coils over his shoulder, and there are several other smaller animals throughout the room, the familiars of the wizards. And as you enter the room, Eldrick stands and says, "Sebastian, Vale, Pluto, welcome. Please have a seat."
I go to take my seat and I take Crowley off my shoulder. I'm like, go make friends. And I set up to go play with the other familiars.
Perch up on the chair, like not sitting down, but just almost like crouching in it.
Are we like at the opposite end of this long table?
Yes, and as you take your seats, an unseen servant comes up with a platter that has a kettle and several mugs and several cups with tea leaves, as well as coffee and danishes. Nice.
Immediately, the danishes.
I take the tea and then I'm like, were there danishes?
I thought there was danishes. I mean, maybe we'll ask to see if they have any treats.
I put one in my bag too.
Just so fast.
May I introduce you
Cookie my
again?
bacon.
This is Archmage Arothir Amanthorn and Archmage Lysia Netherwind. They will be overseeing things from here. I must defer to their authority and expertise in these matters.
Welcome to the Tower of Drakenheim, Archmages.
We just kind of cleared it out yesterday, and yeah, we're just kind of relaxing now.
Sorry about the mess. We're not used to having guests here now.
The Archmage Arothir smiles and says, "You've done excellent work. Very impressive." And he turns to Lysia Netherwind. "See, Lysia, we were right to not kill him. Instead, kicking him out was definitely the better answer."
Look at that! You have a purpose.
Wait,
divine purpose.
Do they know?
Did you hear that?
I'm sure a lot of people know in the
I
academy.
thought it was swept under the rug by Eldrick. Anyway,
And Eldrick replies, "The council is aware of your predicament, Sebastian."
I've learned a lot since then. Things have changed. I'm way better than I don't have nearly as many incidents as I used to.
5 rings were better.
Yeah, I'm a 5-ringer now.
Indeed.
In theory.
Arothir speaks and says, "Indeed you are. We would like to invite you once more to join the ranks of the Amethyst Academy."
Hey, look at that!
Do I have to go back to school and pass all the classes again?
He has so many missing credits.
Yeah, a lot of missing credits.
Or is he like an honorary?
Lysia shrugs and says, extraordinary service and achievements, we can give you credit on your courses.
Nice.
Particularly if what Eldrick says is true and you have demonstrated skill with magic, quite commensurate with other master mages in the Amethyst Academy. Thus, there is no point in you wasting your time with cantrips and low-level magics when you can master already impressive spells.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
We would like to also extend a high honor to your colleagues, Veo and Pluto. You have done the Amethyst Academy an incredible service, and while we cannot induct you as members of the Academy, we would like to offer you the respect and due as friends of the Academy and initiates. To each of you, we will award you rings apiece as friends of the Academy, and you will be recognized as such throughout the continent. These rings are normally given to those of the master rank, and you may visit the Academy or visit any other spellcasters that you may know and fill them with magic, that you may protect yourselves and have the boons of the Academy wherever you go. For both of these rings are rings of spell storing. And whenever you visit one of the Academy towers, you may petition the mages there for spells that you may bring with you wherever you may go. Sebastian, we will be granting you 5 rings, one of which will be the one that was your mother's. These additional rings will empower your current ring further, such that for each ring you wear, your ring may store 1 additional spell slot.
What?
So being granted 5 rings plus the base means that it counts itself. So you can store 10 levels worth of spells in your ring of spell storing.
Whoa. Super rings.
Are they handing me like 5 rings right now?
Not yet. We were planning on having a small ceremony in the hall this evening.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Furthermore, the Academy would like to offer all of you several other services while we are working together. We must be clear. Many of our resources are going towards restoring the tower. There is a tremendous amount of work that has to be done to fully restore this tower. The teleportation matrix is heavily damaged. We are concerned that there may be further mishaps in bringing in resources. It's still not entirely clear how teleportation interacts with the haze, and we're still cleaning up the mess from a few apprentices that teleported in this morning.
Große aus der Eifel.
Oh dear.
Big as
Very
the
unfortunate.
Eiffel? What?
So until then, we have
Oh, yeah, you mean that
to
truck
bar the use of the
I passed.
teleportation circle until we can conclusively
Yeah, that was
determine
pretty big.
how we can bypass it. Even with the Staff of Power and us trying to focus it, it is difficult to bring people in by teleportation.
Hello,
That said,
Harry.
we have many resources here and we are finding
Harry
more.
Birch.
We also need to develop means to traverse between the
I
upper and lower
I
segments
guess
of
that's
the
the German
tower.
version of
It seems
Herbert.
that whatever
or
magics
something.
Archmage Godera worked in her death have stabilized, at least to our best understanding, the upper reaches of the tower. We're not quite sure whether it was her magic or the delirium that is doing this, but the fact remains that the tower could collapse at any moment.
Well,
We
today
don't
I'm
know
not
how
going to
the spell
be
collapse, and it's
working at
remarkable
the
that it's
kitchen.
lasted this long. And finally,
since it's
currently
my
the only means to leave
10-year
the tower
oh
are
wait,
by imbibing
8-year
a rather costly and dangerous concoction.
day or whatever you call it. So I guess we're gonna go out and eat
We have
the
secured the
restaurants.
outer doors of the Academy Tower,
wait,
and a
has it
few
been 8
apprentices and
years?
mages have made the trek. And it seems like the Aqua Expergo holds up to make the trip.
Oh
But the
yeah,
area
it's
around the
already
tower
been
is
8 years. God damn
extremely
it.
dangerous, and it does require using this concoction to exit or enter. Nevertheless, we are working to cultivate
also
eldritch
house there,
lilies
Eiffel.
on the tower grounds, and
What
we
does
have
Eiffel mean again?
those mages here
that-
of alchemical
you mean the Eiffel
expertise
Tower?
brewing more. While you are working with the Amethyst Academy, we have a selection though of additional potions and equipment that we can provide you with. And we will be providing you each a 500 gold piece stipend at the outset of any mission that you undertake to procure potions and scrolls from the Academy. The potions that are available here are listed here. And finally, the Academy's stores. We have several items in the Academy's stores that we would like to offer you if you have any resources, gold, delirium, or anything else that you may purchase from us at a significant
Oh, I should just
discount.
drive in the bus lane.
We cannot offer these to you free. We just simply do not have the resources to do this. But if you would
I'm
like to
gonna do
purchase them,
that. Take my
we will give you a
chance.
preferential rate.
Should I read these out? The
Sure.
potions available. So we can get Aqua Delirium, Aqua Expergo, potions of resistance, potions of healing, potions of greater healing, potions of superior healing. Okay, Gotham's ointment.
We need.
Oh, and there's also magic items for sale.
Yes. So the potions, every time you buy one, there will always be about D6 of any potion available. Every time you do requisition, we'll roll a D6, and on a 1, there ain't any of them left.
They're sold out.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only exception to that is Aqua Expergo, which because the Academy needs it to leave and go, that will always be available.
Okay.
Yeah.
The magic items.
Yes, and these magic items are for sale. The Academy will give you a preferential rate for them. Unfortunately, they need the resources to go towards the tower, so they can't offer them for free.
So we can buy immovable rods, boots of striding and springing,
There's only one of each of these items available.
glamored studded leather armor, staff of defense, wand of lightning bolts, ring of protection, cloak of displacement, mantle of spell resistance, and wings of flying. They're expensive. They're expensive.
And I say,
Also, I managed to
Moment.
damage my tongue.
I say, guys, do you know how much delirium we've collected up to this point?
Oh yeah, we
Should we just like dump it on the
Gonna
table?
take it easy.
we just started emptying the bag of holding and like it just delirium.
Actually,
Furthermore,
We do have a lot.
you may procure spellcasting services to load up to charge up your rings of spell storing. And most I've made a list that's in this document that includes spells up to 5th level that are found on the Bard, Sorcerer, Warlock, or Wizard spell list that you can load up in your rings of spell storing. So whenever you come back to the Academy Tower, you can load them up as you need to.
What are the constraints around loading other than those made by the spell
You
storing?
can ask for them, but they may not be available, and if they have a costly component, you'll need to provide them.
Okay,
But
that's
beyond
great.
that, the mages will cast these spells for you at no charge, given your service to the Amethyst Academy.
That is so Thank you, Archmages. Can I just say that our greatest accomplishment so far is just helping you graduate? I feel like this is giving me the most reward. And Veo, reuniting you with your pigeons was also a huge moment.
Yeah, that's true. I need to go see them again. Actually, they probably need to be fed. I like them enough. We need like a picture of
Veo
them.
and
We should go
Pluto.
get the magic.
the Pictobot.
Yeah.
As long as you bear these rings, you will be accepted for safe shelter in any Amethyst Academy tower anywhere on the continent.
I mean, I've never been on a track. song. This one's just
Isn't
fun.
it easy?
I mean, maybe when we're done here, it's a good time for us to vacation.
Yeah, we can go
Not without my dad.
vacation like wizards. Wizard vacation.
Now, Sebastian,
Yeah.
Aranthir continues. We would like to invite you to become a member of the Amethyst Academy. In doing so, in recognition of your ability to cast 5th level spells, we will grant upon you the rank and title Master of Spellcraft, and the benefits and responsibilities therein. We have deliberated heavily about this. The Council has decided that should you accept your position at the Amethyst Academy, you will be named High Mage of Drakenheim, and you will serve in the court of Westermark as the court wizard. Following this assignment, you will need to report to the Lord Commander of Drakenheim immediately. I suspect you'll find this a rather natural assignment.
That's me.
She's right here.
Yeah, thank you. And this is not something that I will take lightly. I will do my best to represent the Amethyst Academy in Westmark. And,
Well,
hopefully
I'm almost
you guys
home,
for
so
guidance
see you guys tomorrow,
with this.
or maybe later if I get to place,
Thank you for
or if I feel like
trust.
playing. Because I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I'm probably gonna get really tired soon. So yeah, have a nice day.